I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable, capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope! Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva lo Asa, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the second city saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd. This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall. Wants to finish this.
From the top, blow to the abdomen, gets them out of that.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the ring. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Hooked up. He's climbing to the top. Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
This Chicago crowd getting even more excited. CM Punk is showing what he's capable of against Eddie.
Soaring. Crossbody from the top. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Stalking from above.
From way up. Caught that and reversed it. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills, and
Here we go. Double axe handle connects. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Eddie able to take a stand there.
Eddie is not allowing that burst of attacks to put an end to him.
Boom, right in the chest.
He's going for the pin. Gets the shoulder up loud. What's it going to take?
Could be in search of a second win now.
Incredible springboard right there.
Oh, he had that scouted. Legs caught.
A DDT drives that head into the ground.
Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. This man is my equal, maybe better. Sometimes you just gotta show off and show out. CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
Neckbreaker. Picture perfect.
From above!
From the top!
Axe handle from the middle rope. And guys, Eddie's going to need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. That gets reversed on CM Punk.
hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation.
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the face. Oh, what a kick. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Stomping away, just ruthless.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys...
CM Punk.
Answers with an inverted DDT. That could turn this around. Sent right into the corner.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals. Turns the tables with an elbow to the gut. CM Punk connects with that knee lift and then follows it up with the line.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Guerrero needs to better assess the situation to turn this around.
From the top. Oh, man, he landed rough there. Ooh, merciless looking block. Running Hurricane Rana. Big drop kick to the chest.
Cover for the win. Kicks out before the 2 count.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems.
Ooh, that'll leave a mark.
Oh!
He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Look at the height. Frog splash.
Oh, into the pin attempt.
2. No, this is not yet.
That move has brought him so many victories, but almost brought him defeat just then.
Placing him in the corner.
Ooh, grating across the face.
Counter by CM Punk.
Ooh, what an axe handle.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Perched up top. Completely missed the mark there.
Turns it around.
Clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework. DDT!
Uh-oh. Counter. He knew just what to do. Heading back into the ring now.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. And Punk gets countered there. Snapmare. Oh, man, a face scrape for this boot. As we've seen so often, it's hard to find answers against Eddie. And Punk now knows that, too. Look at this. This can't be good. And Guerrero for the win. He breaks the ref's count after 1.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
Submission locked in tight. Oh, a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
CM Punk looking dominant here. Uh-oh. Well-placed elbow fights that off. Hoisted high in the electric chair. But spinning round.
Intercepted with a Hurricane Rana.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2. What? Only 2?
You have to be impressed with how much Eddie can endure, how much he's able to still fight on.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. Impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Both superstars just unloading, putting it all on the line. Oh, one thunderous final blow. Oh, what an axe handle.
Escape just in time.
CM Punk Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Down with a GTS. Guerrero's on his last breath.
There's two. Oh, he kicked out.
I don't know where Eddie found the energy to kick out after that. It had to be complete instinct.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin. Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
GTS.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Looking for the victory. Two. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner,
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.